In this video, you'll learn how to make a listing landing page inside your KW Command website. I'm Lori Ballen from Las Vegas. Thank you so much for joining me. I think what we'll actually do is make a single property listing landing page that's independent on its own. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to sites. And the reason I'm making this landing page, if you want to watch the next video, is I'm going to create a campaign, run a Facebook ad, and then I'm going to send them to this landing page after they fill out the lead form. So we are going to go ahead up here and click create a new site. And we are going to create a standalone page, create page. Next, we're going to name it. Let me grab my listing so it's in front of me here. Okay, so we're going to name it based on the address. And this name you see, this is not for them. This is so you can find it in your dashboard there. Okay, so we've got the address. Now the next thing that we're going to do is we are just going to create whatever we want this page to look like. I actually have a template saved, but I want to do it from scratch to show you. So there's a couple of branding headers that we could use. The first one here is agent branding. These little blocks, you just click it and drag it over and drop it where you want it. Okay, I'm not a fan of the agent branding one myself, so I'm going to take that one out and we are going to add a new one instead. We're going to use branded header, and I just dragged that and put it right on top. And then we're going to delete that one underneath it. Okay, now don't worry about what's being populated right now. This is not the correct info. We still have to configure the widgets, which we're going to do after. Okay, so there's the header. Next, I want to put in a listing. Oh, I've got two logos showing up in there. Okay, I need to change that, but that's okay. I'll fix it after. Okay, so let's go ahead and drag over our listing. Just grab the block, drag it, drop it. Okay, don't worry about what listing is showing up there. We're going to change that in a moment. And then underneath that, after all your listing info's there, we're going to drag over a lead form. Now, actually, come to think of it, because this is a Facebook ad, they're already going to fill out the lead form. I don't need another lead form. So I'm going to leave that one out for the sake of running the campaign. But if you were running this page directly as an ad, you could take this lead form, drag it into the bottom, drop it, and it would create that little form there for you. So that's an option if you want to have a form on the page. I'll go ahead and leave it there for the moment. And then we also have the ability to add a video. So wherever you would want to place this video, you can pop that up there. We'll configure that widget in a moment. And then we have our legal footer. So if you've got some legal requirements you want to make sure are on there, that would be down at the bottom. So you see wherever this green line is populating is where your where it's going to drop, where that widget is going to drop. So if you want at the bottom, you've got to go drop it down there at the bottom. Okay. And then we have our testimonial capture form, and that's designed for somebody to leave you a testimonial. So I'll drag that in there, and you can see here that they have the ability to leave a testimonial. This is actually going to be really cool on our agent websites to have people leave us testimonials later. It wouldn't make a lot of sense to have it on a landing page that you're not sending people to for testimonials, but you're sending them to for Facebook ads. In fact, I think it could be dangerous to have a testimonial form on a Facebook ad where everybody's just, kind of commenting and saying whatever. I don't know that I'd want that there. So once you have the widgets in there that you want, then we're going to go in and configure them. I'm not going to mess with these content blocks or the layout blocks at this time because those are still kind of being created. But all of the top widgets are really nice. So let's go ahead and configure widgets. So now we go down to the bottom right and click configure widgets. Okay, so header text. This is going to show up here. Lori Ballen team. Now, if you want to see it populate, just click Save and Apply down at the bottom, and you'll see where that shows up. There it is. Now I've only got one logo, so you took care of that problem. All right, perfect. If you want to change your headshot, you can do that here. This is all being populated from your marketing profile that you set up when you set up your KW Agent website or your smart plans. If you need the Kelly guide to your marketing profile, I'll put a link in here so you can go update it, but you can also do it in here. So once you have all of that one done, click the little arrow to get out of the branded header, and we're going to go to the next one, video. So video here, I'm going to put Trump Tower listing video, and then I could put a description, watch till the end to see a surprise, whatever. And then here we can have use a video URL or upload a video. So we're going to go over to YouTube, and I would just grab any video, and then you're going to click share, and you're just going to copy this URL, copy, and then you're going to paste it right here and click Save and Apply. This is beautiful. That's a brand new addition that wasn't here before, so I love it. We were using a workaround to get those in there. So there's your video. And then next, click your little arrow back, and you're going to go to listing. Now you're going to browse for listings. And my listing address is 2000 Fashion Show Drive. And let's see, let's try it this way. Let me try the MLS number. MLS number. For some reason, I wasn't finding this on the front end this morning. MLS number, search. There it is. So I'm going to click select. Okay, now what happens is when we populate our listing there, it gives us a selection of all of the images that are in the listing, and you can pick any one that you want to showcase right here in the main section, or you can click custom image and upload whatever you want. So I'm going to do from a listing, and then we'll click Save and Apply so we can look at it. Okay, beautiful. There it is, 2000 Fashion Show Drive. Now this is interesting. It says it's off the market, so maybe something happened yesterday that my agent didn't tell me about, and it's under contract or something. I'll have to find out. That's why it wasn't showing up on the front end. So if you have a listing that isn't showing up on the front end, it's potentially listed as off market for some reason. Okay, so then we have the intro. We have this slider here with all of the images. Gorgeous. Then we have the description of the properties, school zones. Everything in here looks correct at first glance. Then we have the map. Okay, so this is great. This is what I want. So now I'm going to go back. You can configure your lead form, your testimonial capture, your legal footer. Okay, any of that you need to configure. If you have a widget on your form that you want to delete and you cannot find how to delete it, what you need to do is go ahead up here to Save Landing Page. Save the landing page, and then come back in. When you come back in, if you click the widget, you're going to see some boxes up here. Clearly they're working on this because these aren't well marked, but the little box all the way to the far right, click it and your widget will disappear. For some reason, that's not always there on your first creation. And people are always saying, how do I delete? So just go up here to save landing page. Let it save to your, I'm going to show you. Let it save to your pages. Then just go back in and click the 3 dots and edit it. Now you should be able to see those little boxes where you can delete. So let's get rid of this video because obviously that's not the right video. So I'm going to click the video up at the right, click the little box to the far right, boom, gone. All right, this is all I need for what I'm doing to run my Facebook ad. So now I'm going to click publish page. Yes, publish page, done. And if I want to now, I can change the URL by clicking change URL. And then I can personalize this. So I could call this like Trump Towers, or I could call this Fashion Show Boulevard. Okay, something like that. And it just gives it a tiny little personalization at the end. Do not change these URLs once you have advertised it because it'll break the URL and nobody will ever be able to find that address again. So don't change this after you have published that. Only do it before. All right, so watch the next video so you can see how to run the Facebook ad now for this landing page.